It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. So I did the most recent baby showcase and it was really bad because of how many CPUs that we kept getting on our team. And I got so frustrated that after like 3 or 4 games, I was like, I'm done. I'm just closing out Gekishin Squadra. I'm playing anything else. This is too frustrating. And then I made this tweet. I said, bots genuinely might be the worst issue that Gekishin Squadra just straight up does not care about in ranked. And it is incredibly frustrating. And I put this up and I was expecting it to get like 5 likes, maybe 6 if we were stretching it a little bit. And then it got a lot of attention and a lot of comments. And I was like, you know what, let's read some of these, right? But before we do that, I wanted to go ahead and give a timeline of things, because this isn't just like some recent problem with Gekishin Squadra, right? Gekishin Squadra has literally had bots in the game be on your team in ranked since day 1. And then on top of that, it's like they keep giving us like things that would make us think that they're removing bots. For example, CPU battle. CPU battle was added back in January for the season 3 patch notes, where it was specifically stated that CPU battle has been added and there would be CPU battle beginner and CPU battle intermediate for you to fight just CPUs. So it made me think like, oh, so there shouldn't be any CPUs in ranked, because if someone wants to go out of their way to fight CPUs, if they want to go out of their way to test out stuff, then it will be in that. But then they didn't. Then we go into the next patch notes and battle rules. Standard battle has been renamed to ranked battle. And then on top of that, they also changed the condition to actually play ranked. And again, I was like, okay, so clearly they know that this is and this was back in March. This was back during like the biggest Gekishin Squadra patch. Clearly they know that this is the competitive game mode. And you can't lie to me and tell me that they think that people want to fight against bots or fight with bots on their team in ranked. You just can't. You can't lie to me and say that they think that. But even with them changing the name of standard battle to ranked, so the casual game mode went to quick battle, bots were still an issue. And then in the most recent patch notes, where they like, other than the other one that came out after this, the season 5 patch notes, this is like the actual patch notes in my opinion. The other one is more like Star Collection and all that. So in this patch notes, version 1.5 patch notes that just got updated less than a week ago, they put all CPU behavior adjusted. I want you to go ahead and ask anyone that has had a CPU on their side if any of their behavior has changed. And I guarantee you, they will say no. They still rush tower. They still die and continuously fight, even with 10% of their HP. They still throw. They still immediately forfeit. If one person forfeits, they still do all the same behavior that they've done since day 1. So this changed nothing. And the thing is, right, is the other thing too is you can't even like, I will just like ignore you if you even try to be like, well, maybe the devs don't know. Maybe the devs don't know that people don't like bots. I want to do a little experiment with you, right? How many times do you think in the Gekishin Squadra Discord do you think that buffs and nerfs are talked about? Just like come up with a number. Like how many times do you think someone goes into the Gekishin Squadra Discord server and types in, I want blah 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 buffed, I want blah 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 nerfed, or anything like that, right? I'll give you guys like 5 seconds. All right, you got your number? Let's go ahead and talk about nerfs first. Nerfs have been brought up a total of 276 times in the game feedback for Gekishin Squadra. Right? Now, how many times do you think buffs were? 245 times. How many times do you think someone has brought up bots in the Gekishin Squadra feedback server? Or specifically the submitted game feedback part of the Gekishin Squadra? 203. So you're telling me that an entire, I would, if you told me that nerfs and buffs were almost on the same level of bots, I would have thought you were lying. Like, what? How is that? How is this a thing? There are more people. There is barely more people who are talking about wanting certain characters nerfed and buffed compared to bots. It's just a bit more. How is that? Like, we are talking about over, what is it now, like 50 plus characters compared to one issue in Gekishin Squadra. It has the same motion as one issue. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, come on. This is how? It's just like, how? Who is this for? Who is the bots for? But let's go ahead and go into the community, because let's see what other people are saying. So Pop here is saying, anyone who thinks or says that bots aren't an issue clearly plays in duos or stacks, and the enemy just gives up, or the enemy just gives up. First, the enemy bots give up 2, and they give an easy A4 to get out of bot hell. The thing is, I constantly I constantly duo queue with Scroll or Caranto, basically, who is a cool artist, by the way. And we constantly run into bots. Like I said, this video that I recorded was duo queuing, and we ran into bots, and it's just fucking horrible the whole time. So it affects duos here. Take this part out. It's so frustrating. Type of things that might kill a game. This is Omega True. You don't like bots that don't help in fights, do nothing but farm, then die trying to mindlessly rush tower? Yeah, like this person play some bot Frieza gameplay, ignores God of Destruction to farm, can't decide to farm or Gekishin burst and then waste his ultimate. Someone will be attacking the tower and they'll be like, you know what I could use right now? I think what could really help me out in this situation is just going to back farm Kai. I think that's the move. I think it's about time we have an actual analysis about how many players are actually playing the game, because there's no way we're heading to year 1 of service and still depending on fucking bots to find matches. The thing is, right, and I want to say ahead of time, I use the Steam charts a lot, and I want to be able, I think PlayStation is implementing, like, to be able to find how many people are playing in like the last couple of months, but there's nothing that I could like outright show other than Steam charts. So I'm just using Steam charts, but I don't think this is the platform most people play. I think PlayStation and mobile is probably where the main audience for Gekishin Squadra is, right? But this is at least what I could show you guys. If we go ahead and see, it's not like Gekishin Squadra is dying or anything. If anything, I feel like the game is actually getting a bigger audience than usual. Because, like, okay, look, 3 months ago, towards like the February-ish to March-ish time period, we could see that it goes to like 1,400, 1,300. Like it kind of like dips, right? And then like 1,300 is kind of like, or no, sorry, 1,200 is where the like lowest of the low is, right? But then we go towards like the more recent time periods, and we could even just like look at just May as a whole, right? It's 1,800, 1,900 ish, 1,600, 1,500. almost 2,000. We have I believe this is when the newest patch came out. This is where 3,000, then 2,300, 2,200. Like the charts are getting slowly better and better. If as long as it just stays in that like 2K-ish period, right? So I really don't think it's like, oh, well, Gekishin Squadra is dying, that's the reason why you can't find anyone. Like I can't really say for sure that this is the reason, is because like no one's playing the game. Or at least that's what I think. If we go to like a 6-month period, sure, there is more in like December and January-ish, but Christmas, New Year's celebration, and then like February-ish is like where things I feel like are kind of like the middle-ish ground. Most unfair thing as a solo queue player, if you play tank or tech, you're most likely getting 2 bots in the DPS role. Makes it very difficult to carry a match. It's funny too, because I feel like DPS is the role that it is consistently the hardest thing to find games for. Like if I put any rank or like any role, I always get put for tank. Like I just never get, I never can find DPS games. Bamco devs caring about ranked in a non-fighting game, especially in an anime game. Wow, I'm shocked. How are you supposed to play? Wait, well, how are you supposed to play the game when nobody is playing? It's better than waiting forever to find a match. Okay, I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions, because what I might think and what I might say, could be different than what you guys would think, right? So I just want to do another experiment with you guys. Would you guys rather wait, let's say 10 minutes every single time to find a match if you knew guaranteed that there would not be bots? Because I would be down for that 100%. Sorry, I had to sneeze. But yeah, I would much rather have to wait a longer time if I knew that I would never have to find bots. But that's just me. And I actually kind of am curious on what other people would think as well. That's why I launch a game once a month for an hour and then go back to play something else, as long as there's no real solo queue and duo queue. It's a waste of time, but don't worry, Bandai's lawyers are going to come tell you it's all in the same, it's the same in all MOBAs, blah blah blah. I genuinely do not know a single MOBA that has it where this is an issue, where it's like, oh no, dude, you could get bots on your team and they just fucking throw and you lose elo. It's funny too, because this is like, well, I'll talk about that later. They just need to commit to ranked being separate, character bans, no divine draws, the whole 9 yards. I would also like that as well. I've never seen any game putting bots on ranked mode. It truly is mind-boggling. I wait 5 minutes and I'd rather wait 5 more minutes in queue, but at least give me a real laner. And to avoid bots, you have to be in A rank from my experience. Exactly. Like, again, this person is saying that they would rather wait 5 minutes than actually have to deal with like a bot in their lane. Bots and the desync issues are massive problems. I still can't believe that they're still in the game ever since season 1. It's so frustrating, it makes you want to cry because of how bad the bots are. Truly is a big issue in rank. I have the same problem because I solo mostly and very rare I catch real players, even in B rank, even in A rank. And it's funny too, because I like A rank is supposed to be where the bots stop being an issue, and it's like, oh no, sorry, sometimes it still is an issue. Rank should not have bots. So true. At least get rid of surrender in rank. I know a game is lost because I've had games where we have more bases and bosses, because my real teammate surrenders, the bots join them and I lose. I mean, this would be solved if they just removed bots, though, because then the bots would not be able to join them. And I've always said, like, I never want them to put any restrictions on surrendering. I understand why there are going to be frustrating things that happen to you because of surrendering, like where you think that you can win but you just can't, and it causes you it's very frustrating. I won't say that like your feelings aren't valid for having that, right? I just think the alternative of putting more restrictions than like just the 5-minute timer on surrendering is probably going to lead into more frustrating things than what you think it's going to solve. If the enemy team has it where they broke your dragon shell, they are just like camping you and farming kills and farming all of this stuff because they know that they won, they have such a big level advantage that they know that they are going to be able to just win, and they're being this incredibly toxic playstyle, and you can't surrender. Like, I'm sorry, but that's gonna just be more frustrating than anything. Like, I wouldn't want that scenario to exist at all. But that's just me. They ask how to identify bots, and then there's like one. Yeah, this one is the one that I saw the most. Well, with the most likes. Keeping in the god where the Zeno is, takes 20 seconds to finally hit the dragon shell, ignores bosses to go to tower, doesn't listen to shit. When they get kills, they use this stamp of Goku, and it's always this one. Yeah. Aside from the 50 obvious problems, if one player chooses to surrender, the bots are hard-coded to always surrender with them. So imagine if you're winning, but your salty DPS surrenders, and by zero fault of your own, you insta-lose. Yeah, it's like, this is a problem that every single person has at least had to deal with once. If you've ever solo queued or duo queued, is that you just have bots on your team and you're like, fuck, I just lose, dude. Like, I just lose and I have no fun. Who charges straight at tower, and then when there's no barrier, not to mention those frustrating late game sections where the 3 bosses aren't even there, even though you could turn the game around. I know I'm cooked when my lane partner keeps running straight to the enemy tower as soon as it's available. Bots make sense in E rank and D rank, but anything after that is just awful. Yesterday I had 4 matches in a row with 2 damage bots. It's so frustrating. I don't know why there are still bots in ranked. I would rather wait 5 to 10 minutes than waiting 30 seconds to just play with bots. Again, it's a second person who has specifically said that they would not mind waiting 5 to 10 minutes just to not have to play with bots. My biggest issue is that sometimes when a game is going good and me and my friends are playing, we all suddenly get a network connection issue, but it turns us out for 20 minutes at a time. I've had that happen too. This is really stupid. And then you find out that like the match was voided. If they insist on having bots, they need to make them listen to player commands and pings. Bum rushing towers into fights, not selecting lanes for bots and instant surrendering are some of the worst parts about it. I don't know, they just remove them entirely. Like, you don't even have to hard code bots to be able to follow people's like directions and all that. Just fucking remove them. Genuinely. We also have some quotes here too. This is what I was going to talk about. The fact that this isn't even like a thing of, oh, it's just like the English community being this way. It's multiple people from around the world are like this person is French and is saying that they don't like the bots. This person is Portuguese and is having it where like they fucking hate bots. Like this is just a thing that is just, it's just ass all around. The whole world hates bots, and they just are like, huh, I think I'm gonna sit on my big stack of cash and my big belly and rub it, because I love bots. I love bots so much. You know that they said that they adjusted bot CPU, yet I genuinely see no difference. Bots would genuinely be so much better if they would respond to your commands in the first place instead of doing this nonsense. Every single match, I feel exactly what you're feeling. I do everything perfectly. In the end, we lose because of bots nonsense all over the map. Dude, they just like throw. We'll have such a high advantage. We'll have two bosses, 2 towers. We're winning so easily, and then the fucking Frieza bot that's in your lane is just sucking on their thumb in the back and letting you just die while just nothing is going on, dude. Like, you just lose because of shit like that. And then the Frieza puts down their Zarbon, and it is like it's like on the top of the map, so that way the enemy could easily destroy them. And then it's like not even covering the whole tower. Like, come on, dude. Due to bots being a thing, it's really hard to tell if I'm improving as a player. When you just have bots feeding the enemy so much XP and snowball stacks, it almost feels like it's almost like when someone enters cheat codes. Due to having a bot on your team benefits the enemy team is just true. I have no idea why they designed a mode meant for fighting against bots if they're still going to put them in ranked. Is this not the whole point of ranked, to prove your skill against other players, or is it just meant to ensure solo queue remains a nightmare once you reach B rank? By how many players are stuck there as possible due to getting a bot teammate after bot teammate just throws the match? Do you think Baby Broly is a solid combo? No, Broly sucks. I'm at D rank, both tank and tech, and I want to climb, but every single one of my teammates have been bots for the last 3 nights I've played. That sounds horrible. Very informative showcase. Yes, I showcase how fucking awful the bots are. This is why you were mad about bots on Twitter. Yes! Like, dude, I messaged this while I was rendering the video. I was so pissed. Can't wait for you to get to A4 tank and do the buffed baby showcase was ruined by P-brain allies. Dude, I'd rather take a P-brain ally over a fucking bot any single day of my life, dude. Any single day. I have said that you can be bad in Gekishin Squadra. I am okay with this, right? What you can't be is an asshole. If you are constantly pinging, you are dead to me. Dead to me. But if you just mess up, you make mistakes, maybe you have the lowest damage on the team, you get the lowest kills, you're doing pretty bad. Guess what? We all have our off days. It's entirely fine. You know, I'm not going to get mad at you. I could get mad at your plays. I'm not going to get mad at you as a person. I want to be like, you know what? Damn, you know, like it sucks that we lost and it might have been this person's fault. But, you know, like this frustrates me, but, you know, I'm not going to hope that you have like a horrible day. The second that you start pinging me 20 times and you start pinging tower, I hate you with every single like fiber of my being, dude. So, yeah. I still think that they should remove bots, and like I just don't understand why this is still an issue all of these months later, dude. All of these seasons later. If we go into first anniversary and bots are still a thing in ranked, I don't know. I'll just cry. And that's the thing too, right? As people are will also like not to like dog on this person again. Which one is it? Not to like dog on this person. No hatred towards this person, right? But that's the thing, is if you are playing Gekishin Squadra solo queue or anything like that, right? And you know that there's a likelihood of you playing bots, it like decentivizes me to play the game. So like, if anything, I think having it where like you're doing a temporary solution for like a problem is just going to make it into like a permanent issue. You know what I mean? Like you're replacing one problem and then making it like a much bigger issue than what it needs to be. But that's just me. Like there's so much stuff that they could do to help out with queuing, and bots is just not the issue. Bots is not the solution, rather. We'll go ahead and end on that one though. Let me know what you guys think of bots in Gekishin Squadra. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great issue week, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.